Alright, we got it, dog. Had to Nixon gap it. Took a little while, but you know, you knew a Nixon gap was coming, baby. Keep your dead ass dead, motherfucker. Alright. Oh, shit. Now what? Come on, Daddy. Get this stuff to work.
Professor, you said you tested this. How?
On myself, Damon. I had to see how the emulsion developed over its life cycle. So I injected myself with it to accelerate things.
Oh, shit.
You saw what it did to humans in Mercy.
Oh, boy. Is that what's gonna happen to Dad? Super zombie emulsion. In a fat ass crib.
It started.
Let's go, Dad.
Oh,
this
shit.
tower's too unstable now.
I'm sorry, Marcus. I'm not going to make it.
It's okay. I'll carry you.
Marcus,
Shit.
the emulsion developed faster in me because I forced it to. I had to find out how it reproduced.
Talking about it.
Rough couple days for Captain Marcus, huh? Dom, now his dad, Carmen.
Shit. No. You are not going to die.
It's too late, Marcus. Every cell in my body's breaking down. And this is going to happen to every contaminated cell on Sarah.
Ah,
It
shit.
has to.
No, goddammit, I can't lose you again.
I'm glad I was able to see you again, Marcus.
Oh.
Now go and live for me.
Damn. Oh, man.
God.
Ashes to ashes. Dust to dust.
Dad, no. He's gone. He's gone. He's gone.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Mom? Hubris.
Hold your fire.
So pious and moral, even now.
Is that what you think?
Your father always thought he had all the answers, but he had none. Nothing but clever ways to kill. The Hammer of Dawn, Jacinta, and now this.
Oh, shit.
And his arrogance finally killed him.
Oh.
Feel that? That's from Dom. And everyone else he killed, you bitch.
Wonder what feminist perspective would say about this, or feminist frequency. That ending scene, how that would be evaluated. Penetrating her with a knife like that. Calling her a bitch. Pool of blood. I don't know, I would love to hear her viewpoint on it. That's for sure. Anita Sarkeesian. Feminist frequency spreading across the world. Oh, that's it. Catch them little grubs. Oh. In a fat ass crib. Carmine. He survived? Holy shit. No fucking way. How? Guess they had to put a feel-good ending in there somehow. Good old Cole. Marcus is a changed man. He's going John Rambo on us, man. He's just gonna go into the woods. We're gonna have to go find him. Find a new soldier. Someone's gotta be Colonel Troutman. Aw, shit. He's seen enough killing people. Oh, he's got a fro. Anya.
Marcus, whatever it takes, I'm here.
Oh.
What's left, Anya? What have we got left now?
Each other.
Tomorrow, Marcus. We finally got a tomorrow.
You see that? She sees things from a strengths perspective, people. Not a deficit perspective like Marcus. Solution focused. And they lived happily ever after. Sweet! Did I do it? Is it over? Yep, it's over. 50 achievement points. An avatar unlocked. Cool. We'll have to check that out at the end. Cliff. Well, it was a fun game, I'll have to say. Did have fun, went pretty smooth for the most part. Except for that little hiccup in the end. Played this at normal difficulty level, so obviously it's going to be pretty easy, but I thought it flowed pretty well. And the story was okay. I mean, it was kind of basic, simplistic, pretty straightforward. You know, you gotta save your dad. Your dad's going to be the one who's going to kill all the grubs, and the emotion factor, and get you through the world, get you through what you have to do. So the story was pretty simple. They tried to, I guess, flesh out the characters a bit. Dom, they tried to flesh him out, you know, going back to how he lost his wife. That occurred in the second one. They tried to make it a little emotional there. I don't think it really worked. You know, it's very hard to kind of take these guys seriously because there's such a hyper masculinity aspect to them. You know, they really are cartoonish. Just how big everybody is, and everybody is like a cut 300-pound PED infested bodybuilding monster in this game. So it is a bit hard to kind of take things seriously. They did try to flesh out the Cole character as well. Cole Train, they highlighted how he was once a former not a football, but whatever the sport is in this world, thrash ball, whatever it is, I don't quite remember what the heck it was, but he was a former athlete, as we saw, and I guess he really missed those days, you know, he really missed those glory days. And I thought it was kind of cool, and I forget what it was, if it was in Act 1 or 2, where they kind of showed how different people remembered his playing days, and he kind of looked like he was really worshipped by the people, you know, that fandom, that athletic fandom that is ever present in our culture as well, at least American culture. So I thought that was kind of cool. That kind of fleshed him out a little bit. Marcus pretty much was Marcus. I don't think they really added too much to him. I guess it seems like in the end they kind of portrayed him as he's finally fed up with all this fighting and this war and, you know, destruction. But I thought it was cool too that the women characters, Anya, and I can't remember the other one, see how bad that is? But the female gears fought right alongside with the men. I thought that was cool. I thought they were portrayed as strong characters. They weren't overly sexualized. They were, you know, kick-ass bitches. And they really held their own in the game. And I thought that was kind of a cool touch. I guess going into this game, I was a little, you know, doubtful about it, because, you know, you look at the cover of the Gears of War 3, you know, video game, and it's, you know, it shows Anya side by side in the background. You know, Marcus is in the foreground, and then you have Dom over his right shoulder, and then you have Anya over his left in the foreground. And, you know, I kind of felt like, oh, you know, they're just kind of throwing in a token female character. And, you know, I guess maybe in a sense she was, because she didn't really have, you know, they didn't really flesh her out too much, but she was a reliable partner, especially in Acts 4 and 5. You know, for Marcus, she was right there to help him fight his battles. Now, the gameplay. I thought the gameplay kind of got a little bit repetitive. I thought that, you know, it was pretty much wash, rinse, repeat. Wash, rinse, repeat. You know, go into a room, clear it out. You go into another room, you clear it out. Stop and pop, you know, duck and cover gameplay that Gears of War is famous for. You know, they did throw in a few cool things here and there. You know, there was a few driving missions, and the underwater mission was okay. It was pretty cool. You know, once in a while they have you get on like a mech. I forget what they called it, but, you know, it was a mech. And there were a few missions where you did that. It was okay. I don't know if it was quite enough to, you know, alleviate the repetitiveness of the game. But it was much needed, and I'm glad they put it in there. Maybe in the future renditions of this game, you know, they'll do more of that, and they'll put in a little bit more variety. Because, quite frankly, in the end there, in Act 5, I was kind of getting bored, you know, for those reasons that I mentioned, you know, wash, rinse, repeat, which was pretty much what Act 5 really was, you know. Okay, we're in this big building, you know, and you're going to go into a courtyard, clear it out. Oh, there's another courtyard, let's clear it out. Oh, and yet another courtyard, let's clear it out. So it did get a little bit boring. Now, granted, maybe on the more difficult levels, like Insane or something, it might be more interesting, I guess, because you probably need to employ more of, you need to apply more of probably a strategy to clear out the rooms and stuff. But I don't know, I could imagine that I would probably get bored with that as well. So I was a bit disappointed. Could also have to do with the fact that this is the third game in the series, and I have played Gears 1 and 2. So really the freshness of the world isn't really there anymore for me, you know? It's kind of like, oh, okay, it's another Gears of War game at this point, you know? And I kind of feel that way with series like Halo, and even Uncharted 3 on the PS3, I'm starting to feel that way, you know? So I guess, you know, the freshness factor kind of wore off. You know, there were a few cool new weapons and stuff. Retro Lancer sucked though. I didn't like that. And I forget what the name of the weapon was, but basically you could fire a bomb or something, or like a mortar that would travel underground, and it would actually, you know, it could actually go under barriers and sandbags and stuff, and then blow up the enemy behind it. So that was kind of a cool weapon, and I'm sure that there were a bunch of other new weapons. I just can't really think of them right now, but it just wasn't quite enough, I think, to really make it that special for me. So in that regard, you know, I guess maybe I'm at the point where I'm kind of Gears of War out. And I don't know if I'm going to buy the prequel anytime soon. I may, if it really goes on sale. Let me see, I'm going to look online and see if I can find out. I can't remember offhand what the hell the name of it is. Let me see here. Okay, yeah, it's Gears of War Judgment. Gears of War Judgment. I believe it's a prequel. I don't even know. I haven't done that much research. If someone can tell me, let me know. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm really going to be purchasing that anytime soon. I'm a bit Gears of War out, and I probably won't revisit this series quite some time. But, you know, believe it or not, Gears of War 1, which I still think is the best, but it's because it was brand new. You know, it's that newness factor. And I've actually played Gears of War 1, geez, about 4 or 5 times, I believe, I've played through that game. So I really, really enjoyed that game. And usually, very rarely do I play through games more than once. So that should tell you something. The music was great. You know, definitely in keeping with past Gears of War. You know, it has its own soundtrack, its own feel to it. It has an epicness feel to it. I've always enjoyed the Gears of War soundtrack, and you know, they didn't really, you know, if it's not broken, don't fix it, and that's pretty much the approach they took to it in this game. So good musical score, good musical soundtrack. I thought it was funny in a sense when Dom died and they played the Mad World song, and it's an instrumental of it, you know, the classic Mad World song from the first one, you know, the advertising campaign, you know the song. All around me, there it is right there, Mad World. All around me are the worn out faces, worn out, or whatever. It's a song from Donnie Darko. And I thought that was kind of interesting that they put that in there, but minus the lyrics. I thought it would have worked better when Dom died if they would have thrown the lyrics in there. I think it would have made it a bit more dramatic. But, you know, nonetheless, the musical score was good. Sometimes I didn't really like, you know, the cutscenes were alright, but they were a bit laggy, which was interesting. They skipped around. I didn't really appreciate that. And then also, near the end, there were parts where it would go to, like, yeah, this screen here. I don't remember it doing that in the beginning of the game. I don't know. Maybe I'm going nuts. Who knows? But overall, Gears of War 3, I'd probably give it like 7.5, an 8, around there out of 10. I mean, good, solid game, lots of fun, but pretty much more of the same in the Gears of War universe, and nothing real dramatic or fundamentally altering to the gameplay to make it all that great. So, yeah, I mean, it was alright. It was alright. I guess I'll have to check out some of these other modes. I don't know if I will, but maybe I'll check out Horde. I like that game from the second one, and then maybe I'll do some Versus. But let's see, maybe we'll check and see what the avatar is here that we won. If I can figure this out real quick. Oh yeah, and the boss battle in the end was whack. I didn't like that. And I thought it was either way too easy and then they made it super tough. So yeah, didn't really like that. Here's my stupid avatar. That hat is from Avatar that I won from Deadlight. So let's see here. I don't know if there's anything. I don't know. I don't remember how to use this shit. I want to see what the Gears of War avatar is that I unlocked, so you guys can know. Ah, what the fuck? I'm never gonna figure this out. Oh, here we go. Carter's helmet. Oh, Marcus Durag, okay. That's what I won. It's complete on any difficulty level. And then this, and it never stays up, so maybe I'll put my Limbo t-shirt back on. We'll do... Oh, I have a Deadlight Ribs shirt. I didn't know that. I didn't know I had that. Alright, maybe we'll do that. And then we'll take this with the do-rag, and I can look like a real scumbag. Yeah! And we'll have my creature friend. Crimson Alliance. Alright, anyway. That's the end of the playthrough, people. A super, super, super part. Alright. Tomb Raider coming up next. Peace.